Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Nick from Australia YouTube channel. I hope you guys are all doing well for this beautiful Thursday evening. It is 7:31 p.m. Almost dark here in beautiful New South Wales. Hope everyone is doing well. You're probably wondering, Nick, what is the go with the background? Where the hell are you? Well, basically, I'm at my mum and dad's house. It's not a new setup. I decided to come out here for a couple of days, see the family and whatnot. So it's not a new setup or anything like that. I just come out and visit mum and dad. So no, it's good. And look, excuse the Rabbitohs stuff in the background. That is my mum's. So you know, I don't mind Souths. You know, they're a good club. They're actually one of the few New South Wales teams that I actually don't mind. So um, but yeah, we're here. We're ready to go. I hope everyone is doing good. Welcome to another live stream. Tonight's live stream is 10 NRL upsets that will happen in 2024. It's going to be a phenomenal season. Like I just said to you guys, if you missed it, the background is not exactly what I would have preferred, but I am at my mum and dad's house, so I can't do anything about that at the moment, but hey, we're here, we're live on YouTube, we're ready to go. Hopefully the connection holds up. Now, if the connection does cut out, I will be back. So I just let you guys know. The internet here isn't the greatest. But yeah, we're good to go. Hope everyone's doing well. Welcome to another stream. 10 NRL upsets that I reckon will happen in 2024. I've got a few good ones in mind here. So before we start, I just want to say quickly, if you're new to the channel, don't forget to like the stream, subscribe to the channel. I would really appreciate that. We got about 18 people in the live chat, so make sure you guys press the thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, do all that good stuff. We're back. We're ready to go. NRL season's just around the corner. We're getting closer and closer to round one. Pre-season's only a few weeks away. We've got the World Club Challenge. It's all happening. It's all coming very close, and I can't wait for the season to start. It's gonna be incredible, man. But without further ado, let's get into it. Now, it is a top 10, not specifically in order. I've selected 10 upsets that I reckon are going to happen this year, and there's no particular order, so it's sort of just like all over the place. But hey, top 10. We'll see how we go. Without further ado, let's begin. And here we go. Number 10 on the list. In round 3, the West Tigers will beat the Cronulla Sutherland Sharks. Now, the Tigers play their first game of the year at Leichhardt in round number 3. The Sharks will probably be favourites just simply because the Sharks always seem to bully the bottom teams. I'm going to go with the Tigers to upset the Sharks in round 3. I think with it being at Leichhardt Oval, Saturday night football, it'll probably be a sellout at Leichhardt. I don't actually mind this, so I'm going to go with the West Tigers to beat the Sharks in round 3 at Leichhardt Oval. Tigers to win. Time out for a moment. We have just received a donation from our good friend all the way over in the UK, Daniel Bate. He has donated a $20 super chat. Legend Nick, God bless you. Daniel Bate, thank you very much for the $20 super chat. I greatly appreciate it. You're a good man, Daniel. I appreciate your support. Shout out to everyone in the UK that's tuning in and watching. But Daniel, you're a very loyal supporter of the channel. Thank you very much for the $20 donation. So that's number 10. Number 9. Bang. Warriors to beat the Storm in round 2 in Melbourne, I might add. It's at Amy Park. And the Warriors, they don't have a great record at Amy Park. I actually can't even remember the last time the Warriors even won a game at Amy Park against the Melbourne Storm. But I'm going to throw it in there. I think the Warriors, obviously, they had a really good year last season. The Storm, the Storm of the Storm, they're always hard to beat at home, no matter what. So I think, this might not be the biggest upset, but the Warriors going to Melbourne, beating the Storm in the Storm's first home game of the year at Amy Park, it can happen. And if you guys remember last year when I did the top 10 NRL upsets that will happen in 2023, Melbourne's first home game of the year was actually in round number 2, and the Bulldogs actually beat the Storm, and I predicted that. I just remembered the Storm actually played in round 1 in Melbourne. So this will be the second home game for Melbourne. Warriors are going to go down there and beat them. That's a prediction. But we'll see. We'll see. Number 8. Cowboys to beat the Eels in round 6 at CommBank Stadium. Now, if you have a look at the history of Cowboys versus Eels, the Cowboys have never won at CommBank Stadium. Now, we haven't played a lot at CommBank. I think we've only played 3 times at CommBank since that stadium opened up. We haven't played a lot at CommBank. I think we only played 2 to 3 games there in our history. So I think the Eels, obviously, they're going to be tough to beat at CommBank. They usually are. And the Cowboys, hopefully we can have a good season. So I'll be there. I've already got my ticket for that game, actually. So Cowboys to beat the Eels at CommBank Stadium in Sydney in round 6. Cowboys to do it for the first time. It would be considered somewhat an upset, but we'll see. We'll see. Should have won there last year, but we'll move on. Number 7, Dolphins to beat the Warriors in round 12 in New Zealand. Now, the Dolphins' away record last season in their first season as an NRL club was diabolical. They lost every game they played in Sydney. They did have a couple away wins. They did win in Townsville. I can't remember where else they did win. They won on the Gold Coast. They didn't win a lot of games outside of Queensland. And I think the Dolphins heading over to New Zealand, which New Zealand is a very tough place to win. I think the Finns can actually go over there and cause a bit of an upset. You just never know. Upsets do happen in the NRL season. We just don't know who it's going to be. It could be anybody. So maybe the Finns, Wayne Bennett might have something up his sleeve. I don't know. But number 7 is the Dolphins to go to New Zealand in round 12 and upset the Warriors at Mount Smart Stadium. You just never know. Number 6, the Dragons to beat the Knights in Newcastle in round 5. Now, this one is a really big one for me because if you have a look at the Dragons' first couple games, they got a tough run, man. They got to go to the Gold Coast. They got to stay and play the Dolphins at Redcliffe. Then they got to travel down and play the Cowboys. Then they play Manly after that. So I'm going to go with the Dragons to actually go to McDonald Jones Stadium in round number 5 and cause a bit of an upset. And I can't remember, a couple of years ago, I swear the Dragons had a very solid record at McDonald Jones Stadium. They actually won all right there. But I don't know. I just feel like when a team starts the year off bad, and the Dragons look like one of them teams that are going to struggle, and, they could be 0-4 and there'll be no expectation for them for this game, and they might just cause an upset. They might show up one day and absolutely give it to the Knights and, cause an upset, win by 2 to 4 points or even a field goal. So Dragons to head to Newcastle and upset the Knights in round number 5. We'll see what happens. Number 5, the Sharks to beat the Roosters at Magic Round. Now, some people are going to say, Nick, this is ridiculous. But you know what? Considering how bad the Sharks' record is at Suncorp Stadium, they always seem to struggle at Suncorp. I don't know what it is, but they just can't win at Suncorp. They've never won a Magic Round game as well. A hoodoo's going to break at Magic Round. And I reckon the Sharks, they have been embarrassed so many times at Magic Round, especially, I think it was 2022. Canberra destroyed them on a Sunday afternoon game. Last year, obviously, the Dolphins put a score on them. I can't remember 2021 who the fuck Cronulla played. Oh no, South beat them, didn't they? South beat them by like 8 points. I don't know. It's just there's something about the Sharks at Magic Round where it's like a curse or something. Anyway, Roosters always hit and miss at Magic Round. They've sort of been up and down over the years, but I'm gonna say the Sharks beat the Roosters at Magic Round in what would be considered an upset. Sharks to win. They're gonna break the curse. Number 4, Bulldogs to beat Souths in round 4. This is obviously the Good Friday game, and I might have had this on my list last year, and it didn't work out. I think Souths won by like 50. But the Bulldogs, when are they going to win this friggin' fixture? Seriously, it's almost at the point where you'd almost want to abolish the fixture because Souths never lose on Good Friday. It never happens. There's some sort of CJ in the chat. Don't worry, you Souths fans. I've got a good one coming up for you guys very soon, so be patient. But it just seems like every single year we get South Bulldogs Good Friday afternoon at Cool Stadium, usually about 30,000 people, and for whatever reason, Souths always win. They put scores on them. If the Bulldogs don't win this fixture soon, you might as well do what you did with the Storm Warriors and Zach one and just blow it up and put something else there. So, you know, everyone in the live chat right now is writing it won't happen, all this sort of stuff. You just never know. You wouldn't have said Bulldogs would beat Storm in Melbourne last year like I predicted. You just don't know. Souths could have a few players ruled out. There could be something going on. Who knows? But I'm going to say the Bulldogs, they cause a bit of an upset in round 4 and beat the Bunnies. Now, let me just go on record and say this. If Souths beat the Bulldogs by 40 to 50 points in 2024 on Good Friday, seriously, for 2025, change the fixture. Go with something else. Anyway, let's go to number 3. Riley, I see your message. I'll get to you soon, bro. Number 3, Manly to beat Penrith in round 14. This is a big one as well. No one will see this coming. Now, I'm going to explain my reasoning behind this. Just what I can see happening. So from what I understand, round 13 is actually the Origin affected round. Then on the Wednesday, obviously, you'll have the State of Origin game. And then Manly play Penrith, I believe, on the Sunday Arvo. So it's four days after Origin. I can see a world where Penrith could rest a couple of their stars. Manly could be fresh, ready to go. And they could go down to Penrith and cause a bit of an upset. It can happen. We've seen in the past where a lot of good teams have rested players and teams, that were below them would go and cause an upset. So Manly, I think, could be in a similar position. Penrith might rest a few players after playing State of Origin, and Manly could cause an upset on the back of DCE and guys like, Kolar, Olakau'atu. We'll see. Manly to beat Penrith in round 14 in Penrith. A bit of an upset. We'll see what happens. Now, down to the final 2. Number 2, Broncos to beat the Panthers in round 3. Now, it might not be considered a big upset, but here's the thing, right? The goddamn Broncos, after how they lost that grand final, the way they choked, the disappointment, everything that happened with the Broncos, they're going to mark this game in on their calendar so badly. They're going to want to win this game more than any other game in 2024. The Broncos will have to go to Penrith, which I think they're capable of doing. And I think the Broncos can do it. Here we go. All right, yeah. All right. Well, here's the thing, Elise Perry. If these videos are so stupid and if they're so ridiculous, why the fuck are you watching? You fucking goon. Get the fuck out of here. Cute. It's a troll. Yeah. Very nice. Mock the Flood, why don't you, you fucking sick cunt? You sick fuck. Get out of my stream. You absolutely disgusting, sick fuckface human being. Imagine mentioning the flood that wiped out half the fucking town, and so many people don't have homes. People are forced to live in fucking pods, caravans, and people, small businesses are fucked. You fucking goon. Get the fuck out of here. Anyway, back onto this one. Apologies about that. I just had to get that out of the way. Yeah, look, Broncos to beat Penrith. I think they're going to get revenge. You know, if you have a look over the years where teams win grand finals, the team that loses usually gets some sort of grand final revenge. It does happen eventually. So I'm going to say the Broncos do cause a bit of an upset in round number 3, and they beat the Panthers in Penrith. They did it in 2023 back in round 1, if you remember. I think it was 13-12 or something. 13-12, I think. So Broncos to upset the Panthers there in round 3. And the final upset, South Sydney to beat Melbourne in round 8, Anzac round. Anzac round. The South Sydney Rabbitohs have never won at AAMI Park. They have never won in Melbourne. They always seem to lose at AAMI Park. I don't know what it is about the Rabbitohs going to Melbourne, but their record down there is so bad. So bad. And eventually, the record is going to break. There's going to be a change. And I feel like 2024 could be the time where the Rabbitohs head to Melbourne and they upset the Storm. I think Melbourne are a lot weaker. Like I've said to you guys before, I haven't done my predictions yet, but I think Melbourne are a lot weaker than they were last year. So I think Souths are going to go down to Melbourne on Anzac Day and they're going to beat the Storm. Storm had a big win, so they didn't want to travel to New Zealand for Anzac round. Souths are going to go down there and they're going to beat them up. They're going to beat them up and they're going to teach them a lesson. So Souths to beat the Storm in round 8, Anzac round. So, guys, that is my list of 10 NRL upsets that I think will happen in 2024. That is going to wrap things up from my end. I hope you guys enjoyed the live stream. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Have a phenomenal Thursday night. Also, just before I go quickly, I want to give a massive shout out to Riley. Riley is the first guy to buy the Nick from Australia t-shirt. I have merchandise. You guys can get yourselves a Nick from Australia t-shirt. All you have to do is go onto my YouTube community tab, click on the link, go on to the website. Now, I'll just note as well, it is an American website, so it says $18 USD, but it's actually about 26 Australian dollars. Get yourselves a Nick from Australia t-shirt today and be like Riley. He's the first one to buy the shirt, so thank you very much to Riley. And Josh Rabbitoh 2024 says the Nick from Australia t-shirt's coming tomorrow. Fantastic. Oh, he's buying a sticker as well. Thank you very much. Shout out to Riley and Josh Rabbitoh 2024. Also, shout out to Daniel Bate for the $20 donation that we received earlier on in the program. Thank you very much, Daniel. I really appreciate you, my friend. It's good, it's good to have good supporters, It's good to have people that support the channel. You get a couple of these, Gold Coast clowns, that are from certain other channels. They want to come on here and try and run me down and, talk a bunch of crap about me. But you know what? To everyone that's watching the video, everyone that tunes in, thank you very much for tuning in. I really appreciate your support. Without you guys watching me, there is no me. I'm irrelevant without you guys watching my streams and my videos and all that. So thank you all for watching. Have a phenomenal Thursday night. And I'll see you guys tomorrow for the controversial Newcastle Knights video I've got ready for tomorrow night. So until then, take care. See you then. And if you haven't seen the new intro, here it is. Have a good night.